Mark and Will, yeah, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah, yeah.
It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.
It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show.
What's going on, peeps? What's going on? We ain't seen you in a while. Since we was on the show last week is the last time we've been on, man. We've been rocking and rolling with the holidays, man. That's why I'm gonna blame it on Antwan. Got Antwan in the building, like always. Especially if you see him, you know what we gonna rock and roll with. That's the NFL. What's going on with you, Twan?
No, nothing, man. Just coming out from holidays, it's kind of a high and a low at the same time, right?
Especially when you go back to work. Like you
Right.
off though, right? You off.
I'm
right?
out till next week, but I've been out for a week already, so I'm already enjoying it. You know what I mean? Like we passed midweek. You know what I mean?
Right, right, man.
So
I
now
went.
it's countdown.
I went to work. You thought it was a funeral. You know what I'm saying? Look, dudes, I'm somber. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, why didn't you take more? You know what I'm saying? But like, with my job, you know what I'm saying? It's like billing. So you got to do so many people and stuff like that. So it's like, man. So I'm in there like just stuck. I'm in there stuck. Like this is done. Like, what are you doing? But it's like you said, it's the holidays. I hope everybody has had a great holiday season, and if you're still in it, because we got a New Year's coming up, you know what I'm saying? So we just want to make sure everybody is having a good one. We miss you guys, without a doubt. We had some things that popped up, so wasn't able to get on, but we're on tonight. We're going to break it down. We're going to do some NFL. We're going to do a holiday bowl game, and just have fun. Y'all know how we do. It is what it is. And so we want to wish everybody Happy New Year's. We know you guys going to rock and roll. Make sure you be safe, all that kind of stuff. But let's go ahead and get into it real quick as far as social media, where you're going to find us at. Man, we talk about X. Everything's at Mark and Will Show. So X, Facebook, TikTok, you don't stop, Instagram, YouTube, all that good stuff. The Players Club. We didn't have a Players of the Week because a lot of teams didn't play. Plus it's the holidays. I didn't feel like doing all that. I was doing the Facebook stuff anyway. So I was like, let me go ahead and do the mothership low. Thank you guys for that anyway, because the Facebook page is up to almost 8,700. So thank you guys for that climb. We really appreciate you guys. X is banging. That's close to 8,000. So, we just growing, all that kind of stuff like that. Also, real quick on the Facebook page, man, they be ruthless on that page, bro. I don't know if you've seen the page. They ruthless though. They ruthless because we try to bring you guys what's going on in the sports. It does not mean that we agree what was said. Man, I'm Mark and Will are dummies, they idiots. Thank goodness for the moderation where you can block. Man, they be cussing us out. I'm like, first of all, I understand your passion when it comes to your team.
Right.
But come on, man. I mean, if it says per Antwan, it didn't say per Mark and Will. You know what I'm saying? This is not our thoughts on this.
Right.
Now, if you want to see our thoughts, then watch the show. We'll tell you what we think about, you know what I'm saying, and all that kind of stuff. But I'm like, man, when I say they ruthless, man, I done had people in the inbox, somebody's granddaddy. So, yeah, I'm gonna call you out real quick. I hope I still have your stuff in here. Somebody's, how we say?
Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? That means they watch the show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Or seen
on the page.
on the page. You know what I mean? So
no, I love it.
let me hate me. You watching me?
Cuzzo, you know me. it's so hard for me to bite my tongue. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is that I have to bite my tongue.
What is this? The Twitter page or what? What
No,
is
the
what?
Facebook, the
The
mother,
Facebook.
you know,
Okay.
the Facebook page I call the mothership. That's you know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying. That's what's everything is really centered around that. So you know, and then we got branches and stuff like that. But the mothership, oh man, they go crazy, bro. They go crazy. Whiners, and I'm like, it ain't like for everybody who should know. I am not a Kansas City fan. So that's Travis. That's like
Right.
so when that line up off sides, the reason why we gonna put that on and show something else because it happens all the time. It's not because we're like mad because Kansas City lost. Don't care about that. Don't care about
Right.
that. You know what I'm saying? Like now
Right.
Dallas, now those my stilo. And I understand. I got something about Michael Parsons when he had commented and said pretty much that he's been held every down, whatever, and then he got pitch and stuff. And the thing about it is that I me because I'm a realistic, right? So I know when we suck, we do have a bad game. I'm gonna tell you, we suck, we bad game, we need this. All you gotta do is watch the show. I'm a real Dallas Cowboys fan, but I'm also a real fan of football,
Mm-hmm.
NFL, college, all that stuff, right? So when I see that kind of stuff, it's like first of all everybody does. Everybody gets held.
Mm-hmm.
It's about release. But if you think that man, who's probably the fastest defensive lineman in the league, ain't being held, come on now. Like let's be real about it. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
T.J. Watt, he gets held. Bosa, all the big boys, they all get held. But I found it kind of funny that he hasn't had a penalty called against whoever he's lined up since October the 16th. You think he ain't been held numerous times? I mean, come on, like for real. I mean, that's that thing. But everybody, we get it, we understand. So don't get all upset and caught up in your feelings. Come on now, and I get it. That's why to me, cause I'm gonna say this, and you can disagree or you can agree. NFL, especially in the United States,
Mm-hmm.
is king because that's the one sport that you're gonna have kids that love it, women that love it, men that love it, and they are passionate about it, no matter what. Even if
Right.
a team sucks, oh, you better not say nothing. Man, like I said,
Negative
man.
about the team. Yeah,
Oh Lord, they coming
they
at you.
take it personally.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a witness, man. Like I said, I was with my cousin last night, and he's a diehard 49ers fan.
Uh-huh.
Actually, last night she was talking about it. His girl was telling me, have you noticed anything different around the house? And I looked around, and I noticed wasn't no like 49ers flags hanging, and you know what I'm saying? Like this is a home now. It ain't like a man cave anymore. You know
Right,
what I'm
right,
saying? So,
right.
yeah, they done switched up the whole look of the room. I mean, the living room or whatever. But yeah, man, die hard, man. It's rare that you see him in anything that doesn't have the logo on it.
Oh yeah. Oh. And that's another thing. Hey, Corey, how you doing, Corey? Corey's right. You know what I'm saying? I get you, Corey. What happened is I must have deleted that old man's name, so I couldn't really call him out. Because you're absolutely right. Some people go over the top.
Right.
We're just trying to get you together. That's all. Let you know what's
But
going
see, this
on.
is a conversation, though. You know what I'm saying? As
Oh
long as
yeah.
hey, keep it coming.
Yeah. That kind
Yeah.
of stuff like that. So you definitely right on that one. Let me see what Corey got on her. Corey has a successful page himself and been doing it for a while. As a Cowboys fan myself, the flip side is that it can be called literally every single play. Yep. Not a call in 3 months. It's so that forbidden much. Football always yours. You're right. You're absolutely right. That's my thing. He ain't been held since the 16th of October. Come on, bro. Stop playing. Stop
Right.
playing. But to go back to bring around, that's why football is king, because no matter what, it could be. Man, I have clients. I have my Dallas, something on or whatever. We play y'all next week. Females, we play y'all next week. I'm like, who you talking to?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm a Bills fan. I'm like, oh, so when I saw that person the next time, it was over. They drilled me. I'm like, yeah, I deserve it. And they deserve it. Watch the
Right.
show. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. It's all fun though, man. You know, so don't get caught up and all that kind of stuff like that. But we're just gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun on the show. We're gonna have fun on our pages, all that kind of stuff. That's what we do. You know. All right, so let's go ahead and get into something, man. Let's go ahead and go to some college football. Let you get lined up real quick. Last night, let me get this together real quick. Last night, woo-wee, Louisville could not stop a runny nose with a Kleenex in their hand. USC 42, Louisville 28. Now, I have heard so many different things about the Louisville season based off this game, Florida State game, and Kentucky game. And it's like they still had 10 wins. Now, Pittsburgh, you can't lose that game. Kentucky's a rivalry. Anything can pop off. You know what I'm saying? And I can see you being mad, like, we should, but it's still a rivalry. Florida State had better athletes. And really, if Louisville don't have Plummer served his purpose. He's a gap season type things. But dude ain't that good. He's solid. He's a game manager, but he ain't that good. Otherwise, why would he have left? Why would Brom let him leave to go to California? You know what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff, right? So, and then this game last night, USC, another third-string quarterback, right? A lot of stars didn't play for USC. Some didn't for transfer and all this, but most of them was intact, right? Except for Jordan, who's been hurt, who's a home run hitter. You definitely miss him. He's a home run hitter. But the thing about it is, I think, first of all, I want to say this, preface to this, successful season for Brom. I don't care. You're 10-4, whatever. You did some things that never happened before in the program. Congratulations. My whole thing is this. Everybody knew that Plummer and the offense, their running team. Now, everybody just thought it was going to be like pass, like when he was at Purdue and when he was here with Bobby Trino, all that kind of stuff like that. He's no dummy. When the receivers cannot get separation at all, you got to think. Against Kentucky, that was back and forth. Louisville had 10-point lead. That like it's a rivalry. But when you go to Florida, when you play Florida State and there was no separation, who you throwing it to? You can't throw it, right? So you got to dink and dunk. I get it. I understand that, right? So people fail to realize, Twan, that USC is filled with 5 stars and 4-star talent.
Yeah.
If you could not get away from Florida State, even though Florida State had the defense, even though Florida State had one of the worst defenses around, right? Bowl season brings out, I'm trying to go ahead and earn a spot or transfer, whatever. But at the end of the day, they still have 5 stars and 4 stars. I'm not saying that because you're the biggest bad. What I'm saying is you gotta have that speed kills. And that's one of the things that Louisville has to get speed, because when you play against them big boys, if you can't get no support, your offense is done. Isaac rocked and roll is running the ball like that. I love that and all this kind of stuff. Tough, 160-something yards rushing or whatever. I know you're going to do the stats shortly. But the problem is, man, you have to have explosive plays, but you got to have explosive players to make those plays. And Louisville don't. When Thrash didn't, you know what I'm saying, he didn't play. He's hurt. He's going to NFL. He's been hurt the last 4 or 5 games anyway. So you couldn't depend on right. So you're going to have to recruit for that. Period. But USC said, hey, man, we're going to have a party. And the biggest problem with that game to me was that secondary, my gosh. And more or less the safeties. Because all they was doing is putting their little fast dude in that slot, and that means a safety got to cover him. And if the
Right.
safety can't do it, that means a linebacker. That's a mismatch. Dude was a former 5-star recruit talking about the quarterback. Their third string is better than Louisville's first string. What you got for me, man? What kind of stats and stuff you got on that game for me, bro?
Shoot, like you said, the third string quarterback, man. You know, he came in, played a phenomenal game, threw a record 6 touchdown passes in his first college start.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh.
yeah, that is also a record. Let me see. What else? Most by a quarterback in his first start, which lost 3 straights and 5 out of 6 coming in after starting the year with national championship aspirations. So, you know, they just kind of melted down towards the end of the season. You know what I mean? I don't know if it was due to injury or whatever it was, but
Right.
uh, that's what kind of slowed them down. But, you know, last night they looked like world beaters to me. You know what I mean?
Hey, I told Ron, I told Ron's ass, I said, let me tell you something. I said, they better be glad Caleb Williams didn't play. What would that
Oh,
look
yeah.
like? Oh my
Right.
gosh. Because people
Right.
people fail to realize, Lincoln Riley, he's Oklahoma, he's all that kind of dudes, a offensive genius. And if your
Mhm.
defense is lacking, oh man, they put it to him, bro. They put it to him like this is ugly, and it was ugly. And thing about it is, like
Mhm.
you said, like you and I talked about before, we thought that Louisville might make a run. You know what I'm saying? Like especially in third quarter, they would bounce back at the pick. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff like that. But man, that defense, man, that defense was garbage. As far as the secondary safety coverage, you had people running around, didn't know what. Riley had a nice pick. You know what I'm saying? Bromley had some good plays, but when you got passed down, it's a wrap, bro. It was a wrap. So Louisville ended up on a 3-game losing streak. But to me, like I said, for you the fans to be like, oh man, it's the season's 10 wins. But they ain't play
Yeah.
nobody. They beat Notre Dame. They beat NC State at NC State, which a lot of people didn't. So, it is what it is. Congratulations, Coach Brown. I know you're working at transfer portal, but I'm just going to say this. You always got to beef up your line, offense and defense, but you got to get some speed out there on that defense of them DBs. You got to get some speed in receivers because when you got no separation, I'm gonna play man to man. That means I can bring anybody down there and pressure, but he ain't gonna be there next year. Plumlee, he done. He done. He's done. What's up, D? How you doing? What's going on, sis? What's going on? Yeah, done. Oh, Bump said the difference was, let me see, was 2 to 3 star recruits going against 4 to 5 star caliber kids. Yes, sir. It's a difference. It's a difference. But congratulations to Louisville on that. Let's get y'all rocking and rolling with some NFL. We have actually, let's see, and I know something's going to pop up right there. We don't want that. We're going to save that. We got a game that's going on right now, Twan. Let me go on and get to this. We have I know it's the Jets. Let me see. It's the Jets, right? The Jets versus the
Mhm.
Browns. Browns is 7.5-point favorite on this one. Are we surprised? No, we're not. Even though, well, I'm gonna let you do some things. What you got? What's looking like? What's the score? Do they got anything on the score? And then whatever you need to do, and then I'll bring it home.
Yeah, okay. So far it's Cleveland up 7-0,
Uh huh.
10:33 in the first.
Cool.
Let me see who scored that touchdown. Um, Joe Flacco, 3 or 4, 71 yards, a touchdown.
Mm.
We got who was may have been a defensive touchdown. Let me see, no touchdown running.
No, it was a
So yeah,
pass. It was a
defensive
pass.
touchdown. It was a
No,
pass.
it was Jerome Ford pass from Joe Flacco, 7-yard
Oh,
pass. Yep. Yep.
all right, all right. Uh, Cleveland been playing great defense all season. You know, kind of surprising folk. 10-5 record. Um, I don't know.
Well,
Great, like I said, great home record, 7-1 at home, something like that. And I see the Cleveland Browns winning this game easily.
you know it's a 7.5. So you got Browns. You got Browns. Okay.
I got Browns.
I'm gonna roll with the Browns too, but I hate that Cooper's not playing. Cooper had a hell of a game last week. I mean, he put something on him, some of that stank on you. He put it on him big time, baby. He did. But the Jets are the Jets. I mean, Zach had one good game, and they was like, "Oh man, this is what we're looking for." Man, come on, man, stop it. Hold on. Let's let let's not disrespect the new people who are watching this. So you guys are saying that Zach, after one good game, is that guy? Stop it. Nah, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. But I'm rolling with you. I'm going with the Browns. And then the Browns need it more, right? I mean, Browns is in the playoff hunt. This means something. Like
Right.
these last 2 weeks means something to a lot of teams. So it's a lot of
Hmm.
jockeying going on. So I'm with you on that. I'm gonna roll with the Browns. And like you said, now the crazy thing is that it's 7-6. The Jets say, hey, and you know what? Zach ain't even playing. We talking about
Brees Hall,
Mr.
yeah.
Yeah, nah, it's
Yeah.
Brees House is who is that? Oh, Trevor Cinnamon. Oh my
Simeon,
God.
yeah. Trevor Simeon.
Lord Jesus Christ. Mr. Denver. He was been at Denver. He rocked and started some games at Denver. So maybe the Jets got a chance. So you say we got a chance. Oh man, I felt disrespect. Hey, I'm so sorry, Trevor, but y'all still gonna lose too. It's gonna be a high. I don't think it's gonna be a high scoring game, but they still gonna lose, man. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Jets
I see that.
fans. So somebody gets the chance. We got a nice one on Saturday. Saturday, we have the Lions, Tigers, and Bears. Oh my, come to Jerry World. Cowboys 5.5 point favorite. Cowboys is coming off the first 2 game losing streak in a long time. So back-to-back losses. Lost to Miami last week. You know what I'm saying? And the Bills. So AFC took care of business against the Cowboys. Lions is, smelling themselves. They 6-2 away. Cowboys is 7-0 at home. So this is gonna be a good one. This should be a good one. This is the Monday night. Since there's no Monday night game, this is actually the Monday night, and they moved it to Saturday. Twan, what you got, my guy?
Uh, uh, Dallas, they 15 game home winning streak. They're not losing at home. So I don't expect them to
Thank God,
lose.
because they lose. Thank God, because they losing on the road.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it is about being away from Dallas that what I mean. They can get right.
Can't get right. Life.
hmm uh, like I said, longest winning streak. The Cowboys can reach their longest winning streak in the series with a 6th consecutive victory. Both streaks include a playoff victory. The previous one was in 1963 through 1977.
Mm.
Uh, let me see. Longest home winning streak since an 18-game run in 79 through 81. Dallas hasn't gone 8-0 at home since 1980 and 81.
Woo. It's a minute.
Uh, yeah. Let me see. Dan Campbell, Coach Dan Campbell is a Texas native, played for Texas A&M, spent 3 of his 10 seasons as an NFL tight end with the Cowboys, 03 to 05.
I remember blocking.
The Lions 19-7 since 24-6 loss to Dallas that dropped them to 1-5 last season.
Mm.
The NFC North champs just clinched their first division title since '93 and still have a shot at the top seed in the NFC. A victory will ensure Detroit not losing consecutive games this season. The club hasn't done that since 1972.
Well, let's put it. Well, who you got? Who you got? I'll let you do that.
I'm gonna go with Dallas on this one. You know, this
Okay. Okay.
I think they got something to prove in this one.
Yeah, yeah. You don't want to lose 3 in a row, but hey, you didn't had Eagles and the 49ers lose 3 in a row. I had to put a little dig into you guys because I'm Cowboys all the way. Uh, what's scary to me? Hey, this is Pop's team. Rest in peace, Pops. So we going against each other again. Alliance at the Cowboys. The scary part is that running game. Montgomery and Gibbs. Woo-wee. Like Dallas waived one of their true linebackers who they picked up in the middle of the season. Or I ain't gonna say middle, but in the season. You, they remind me of my Cardinals, right? Like you can go get somebody who's a real linebacker that can run like a deer.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't do that. You bringing safeties down to play linebacker positions. That's not if you don't have a dominant nose guard or tackles, you can't get away with that. And we do not. So you got Bale and Kurtz down there in the box, and Damon Clark, who's been a bust from LSU. What is going on? I've never seen him fill a hole, Damon Clark.
Mm-hmm.
He's always chasing somebody down because he done got blown up or he's done got pancake. Like that's the weakest link is the linebacker. And then you going against a team that Goff can pass enough. He got some weapons, but that running game is nice.
Yeah.
But their defense is not good. Yeah, they got some playmakers. They got Hutchinson. They got Branch. They got some dudes on there, but they're not overall good. Like CeeDee Lamb's gonna have a field day. He's gonna have a field day. Plus Dallas at home. That means they are gonna tear the roof off that mother. Tear the roof off the mother. Tear the roof off. Yeah, they gonna do that. I'm going with the Cowboys because y'all thought I was going somebody else. Y'all crazy. But yeah, that was a given. This right here is probably Dallas. Lions and Dallas is probably the second best game to me. Right? The best game to me, Dolphins at the Ravens. Ravens 3.5-point favorite. Ravens says, hey, don't ignore us. We the number one seed. And what they went there and see, we didn't get the chance to talk about the last weeks, but the Ravens went in there and beat the tar out of 49ers. See, the thing about the 49ers, and I said it last week, we talked about it, right? The 49ers is facing a team from a division that is the most physical division in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Ravens, Browns, but they get it done. Steelers, but they get it done. And the Bengals, they eat each other up. It's done. It's done. They eat each other up. And what happened is that 49ers thought they can punk them out. No. No, you can't. No, you can't. And this game right here, I know a certain player's not playing this game, and he probably should, because I think this is gonna be the game. But what you got for me though, bro?
I don't know, man. I think Lamar Jackson's on his way to his second MVP.
I hope
Looks
so.
like.
I hope so, bro. I hope so. Give it to the man.
Looks like, man. I don't know. I seen some arguments against it, but it looks like he may be in that position this year. Let me see.
Get that get that number one seed. I think he sew it up. But go ahead, bro.
Let me see. Made history, first quarterback in NFL history with both a touchdown pass and a touchdown run of at least 75 yards in one game.
He's a cheat code, dude.
Yeah, man. Let me see. Tua limited in practice this week, left thumb, quad. Miami's running game, which hasn't been ranked lower than fifth all season, is an example of the Dolphins' physicality. Miami is averaging 136 yards per rushing and the league's best 5 yards per rush.
Hold on, man. Hold on. No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm saying it. I said it out loud, but go ahead. Because I need to look up something. No, I need to look up something, but go ahead. Because I didn't get to talk about last week's game. So, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I got you. I gotta do a little research on myself.
Dolphins ranked number 1 in total defense since week 5. And our first in quarterback hits, second in sacks, fifth against the run. They had 4 sacks against the Cowboys last week. Gave them a franchise best 52 on the season. 3 Dolphins have at least 8. Bradley Chubb with 11.
Right.
Miami can clinch the AFC East with a victory this weekend.
They need it.
But if the Dolphins lose and Buffalo beats New England, then the Bills-Dolphins in Week 18 would decide the division.
Ooh, I hope so. I hope so. Please, I'm praying for that. I'm praying for that. Yes. Who you got? Who you got?
Shit, man. I'm going to go with Baltimore. Baltimore
Okay.
seems
Check
like
it.
they're more on a roll right now.
Now-
they
now-
would take out some heavyweights.
I'm gonna say this. Miami had only 91 yards rushing against Dallas.
Mm.
That ain't gonna get it done. And we know that Baltimore's defense is better than Dallas overall, and they definitely better against the run. Like that. You go. Waddle's not playing. He's not gonna play. That's gonna hurt. So you're down with him. How truly healthy is
Tyreek.
Cheetah? Right? So you already got somebody who's probably really 80%. He's nowhere near 100, right? So Waddle's out, that stuff, and the running game is gonna get like to me this smells like an ass whooping.
Right.
It does.
Well, we had
Because-
talked about this earlier in the season too, about Miami not, beating a team better than 500.
And they did Dallas. They finally got that. They finally,
Right.
but it was at home, and that's cool. They did it. Now you got to go to the Lions. Then you gotta hope, Twan. You gotta hope that the Ravens are smelling themselves. That's the only thing, because if the Ravens, who is fighting for that number 1, they know if you got to come back, they are fighting for this. So it's not like they ain't got nothing to gain. They trying to get that number 1 seed. This right here, we gonna see. I'm just hoping that they can keep Tua upright. Now Tua got one of the quickest releases. He's giving it away. But you're going against the number 1 defense. You didn't go against the number 1 defense last week. But you got the win. You got the win. Get the monkey off your back. But you coming there limping. I'm going with the Ravens, and I would not be surprised if this is not close. I would not be surprised.
You wouldn't be surprised if it's not close? If it's a blowout?
It's a blow. I think it's gonna be a blowout. I think it's gonna be a blowout. This because Cheetah's not healthy. Waddle's not playing. And you only got 91 yards against the Dallas Cowboys, no linebacking core. That stinks. And your defense is not – now, they're number 3 in rushing defense. Yeah, but Dallas had 97 yards. Dallas rushed them, and Dallas don't – I mean, Tony Pollard is Dallas don't have a true running back on the team. And I love that. That's my team. But we miss a running back, right?
Right.
So you're going to face a team that can put 300 yards rushing on you. Easy. Because they got a quarterback that can get it 100. I don't know. I'm hoping for TV, right? Which is they kind of swung and missed. This should be the 8 o'clock game. This is a 1 o'clock game. But I'm going with the Ravens though. I'm going with the Ravens. Bills is on a roll. Patriots at the Bills, 13 points favorite. I don't think nobody's shocked, but the Bills had a win last week. Everybody was talking about them like, they wasn't like that. I don't know. Yes, I do. Bills another bye week. Even though the Bills almost choked when I said that, talk about they should have had a bye week. They almost choked and it sucked. But we'll see what you got for me.
Let me see. Buffalo Bills, fifth consecutive playoff berth if they beat or tie New England on Sunday. Let me see. Let me see. Ding ding. Uh,
Patriots is 4-11. Bills is 9-6. Bills, like Antwan said, needs this. They need this, and they need the Ravens to beat the Dolphins so they can play for the marble, get that home field advantage.
mm-hmm. Let me see. So the Bills lost to New England earlier in the season, right? Buffalo was limited to 10 points through three quarters, and then after scoring twice to take the lead, allowed Mac Jones to cap an 8-play, 75-yard drive with a 1-yard pass to Mike Gesicki with 12 seconds left. So it looks like they gave one to New England this season. You know, they were one of them four. Uh,
Everybody, pretty much everybody got a bad loss on their
right.
resume.
Uh, Patriots closing out what would be their worst season under Belichick. Uh, Defense is playing at a high level, but the offense continues to struggle. Um, Let me see. Tandem of Belichick and Brady owned Buffalo going 34-9 from 2001 to 2019. The Bills have turned the tables going 6-2 since, including a playoff win.
Brady is not walking through the doors.
Right. Let me see. Jones has beaten the Bills twice, 14-10 win in terrible weather in 2021. Quarterback completed 2 or 3 attempts for 19 yards, but he's currently backing up Bailey Zapp, who was 2-2 as the start of this season. Let me see.
Bailey Zappi.
Yeah, Bailey Zapp
Who you
is pretty
got,
much.
man? Don't be talking about this game.
I'm going.
Ain't shit. Who you got?
Ain't much to talk about. Yeah, I'm going with the Bills easy.
You know, when you're betting the money line or the or against the spread, it's reason why it's difficult when it's at Buffalo because you do not know what the weather. It may be snowing, right? Like you just never know. I'm going with the Bills with you, but watch this. We're gonna watch this game on the TV, and it's gonna be snowing. It's gonna be hail, and it's gonna be something. And this is when Bill Belichick rocks and rolls. I'm still going with the Bills. I'm just saying, don't be surprised if you see something wacky in Buffalo because that's what happens. That weather is something, and the wind is swirling, all kinds of crazy stuff. So, and New England's used to playing that kind of crap too. Speaking of crap, it didn't come down. Falcons at the Bears. The Bears is the 3-point favorite over the Falcons. The Falcons. 7-8 Falcons. Right? Yeah. And 6-9. So this right here, as much as people been trying to get rid of Mr. Fields, that's the difference. They got Fields and Falcons has no quarterback. Period. What you got?
Bijan Robinson needs 87 yards to break William Andrews' team rookie record of 1,332 scrimmage yards and 79. Robinson leads Atlanta with 873 rushing yards and has 7 touchdowns, including 4 rushing.
Mm-hmm.
He often lines up as a wide receiver and set a career high with 7 receptions last week. His 48 catches are a team record for a rookie running back. 1,246 scrimmage yards includes 373 as a receiver. He leads all rookies in rushing yards.
Wow.
Let me see.
Wow.
Yeah.
That right there, real quick. That's amazing because you remember they was complaining that the fans that he wasn't getting the ball. He wasn't.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? Like let him rush. Dude can do that, but dude's done put a hell of a season together. But go ahead.
Justin Fields ranks 21st in passer rating, 28th in completion percentage in his third season.
You was trying to put that all together, wasn't
I was, man, trying to roll through that.
you?
Uh, let me see.
I love it. I love it.
Let me
That's why.
see.
That's why we raw on that cup, baby. Who you got, man? Quit trying to dig up some stuff. Who you got on this?
Uh, shoot, man, I'm gonna go with the Bears with it.
Okay. All right. So
Home court advantage.
you stuck in basketball, Kentucky fan. Get that field, man. You got to put that field in there. We're gonna get you together. Look, let me tell you this, cuz. Now they done bench Ritter. They tired of him. They want Heineken, whatever you want to call him.
Right.
Ritter has passed for over 2,500 yards, 10 TDs, which is nothing, and 10 interceptions. I get it. Dude. I mean, it's not that bad, right? And and I'm always on him. I'm not gonna lie. I'm always on him. But you got Robinson, Pitts, it's some dudes on that Atlanta team. But the difference is DJ Moore is a monster. Fields can be a monster. And they don't have injuries, Herbert and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
I'm with you. I'm gonna ride with the Bears. But this is another weather game. What kind of weather you getting there? Right? Because you want it to be crazy where they gonna only run the ball. Because the problem with Fields, he's not an accurate thrower. He can hum it. But he's not accurate a lot of times. But in this, let's say this stage of his career, if I compare it to Lamar, Lamar didn't have no DJ Moore. You know what I'm saying? Like Lamar had some dudes who was at Walmart.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, now he's got some dudes, but a lot of them are old dudes, right? Except for Flowers. OBJ is not OBJ. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got, man, come on. But I think when you open up that offense and let that young pup roll, dude's a monster. Dude's going to be a monster. Like, so for all those people who's trying to get rid of him, stop it, man. That's crazy to me. That is crazy. Because he'll go somewhere, New England, and ball out of control. He'll go to one of these teams that need a quarterback in a good franchise, and they ball out of control. So you better go ahead and take care of them. But I'm going with the Bears on this, man. I'm going with the Bears. The Bears. No, he ain't accurate. What are you talking about? No, he's not accurate.
Who said that?
Dre, that's Dre. Are you serious? He's not accurate, dude. No, stop it. Come on, we know you're a Bears fan. He's not accurate, dude. For real. Stop it. That's his whole thing. That's his whole thing.
Yeah, we just said 28th in like completion percentage.
Yeah, that lets you know he's not accurate, dude. Well, people dropped the ball. Well, they dropped the ball for everybody. Hell, Dak Prescott got embarrassed with 20-something whatever he had interception. Half of them was bouncing off people's hands and shoulder pads. But they don't do that. They don't care about that. Come on now. He's not more than Dak. See, that's you don't know football. If you think that Fields is more accurate than Dak, then you don't know football. Just keeping it 100. Raiders at Colts. I'm gonna tell you now. If the Raiders don't hire Purse, then you are the Raiders.
You are the Raiders.
You are the Raiders, right? Like for real, for real. Let's be real, dude. It's the culture train. A lot of times you hear the culture trains like in football, like in college, right? We gotta change it. Well,
Mhm.
dude is changing that. We're not losing that. We're not gonna lose this. We don't lost to them, all this kind of stuff. Hey man, Raiders. Hey, let's go. What you got, man?
We got Jonathan Taylor, who struggled last week. He's after missing his first 3 games. Chance to get back on track. Let me see. He's topped the 100-yard mark each time he's played the Raiders. Running a total of 62 times for 405 yards and 4 scores. Let me see.
Hold on, real quick. Hold on, quick, because you know what I do when I see silly shit on the show. I
What's
guarantee
that?
you, people would take Fields over Dak. Dude, you know how many Bears fans would take Dak over Field? Like you sound a real monkey. For real, for real. You are. You found that's some monkey right there, dude, for real. Because you caught him in your feelings. Twan, who's the better quarterback, Dak or Fields? In your opinion?
I mean, at this moment, I'm gonna
Yeah, at
say
this
Dak.
moment. Yeah, at this moment. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not talking about
but
projection. I'm not
yeah, I
talking about
think
projection.
Fields was projected to be better.
He should, but he may
Right.
not. He may not ever throw more than Dak as far as passing. But his numbers should look more like Lamar. You're not a Dak quarterback. Dak
You're
ain't no
right.
runner. Dak is more of a passing quarterback. But you caught in your feelings about the Bears and Phil. You know your whole organization don't want him. Come on, man. Don't sound monkey with it, dude. For real, for real. Go ahead, Twan. I'm sorry. When I see monkey shit on it, I have to go ahead and come on it.
Road teams have won 5 straight games in this series, going back to 18. The Oakland Raiders were the most recent home team to win, but that was in 2016. Clubs have met twice in the playoffs, with the winner of both earning the franchise's first Super Bowl title. The Baltimore Colts won the AFC title game in January 71. The Oakland Raiders won a memorable overtime playoff game on the road in 1977. Um, Sunday's game marks the second straight year one of these teams has had an interim coach. Uh, Las Vegas won its first 2 games after Josh McDaniels was fired, and its past 2 won. The Bears have
Thank God.
overcome 3-5 start and get back in the playoff hunt. Since getting shut out by Minnesota, the Raiders have scored 83 points in wins over the Chargers and the Chiefs. Las Vegas scored 76 total points in Pierce's first 5 games as an interim coach.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Who you got,
Yeah.
man? Quit digging. Who you got?
All right, yeah, man. Shit, I don't know. I think I might go with the Raiders on this one.
Twan, why you in my playbook?
You know, they done turned it back around. You know what I mean? They doing it.
You know what? And the crazy thing is that Pierce got them guys believing, like, hey, dude, we are better. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes
And
we
it's
want to
still not the
go ahead.
usual suspects. Go
What you
ahead.
say? No, what'd you say?
It's
Say it
still
again.
not like the usual suspects. You know, you expect, Devontae Adams to be out there for 3-4 touchdowns in a game. No, it's spread out a little bit. You know what I mean?
No, you're right. No. You hit it because they couldn't even pass the ball last week. The defense took control of that at Kansas City. So I'm with you. I'm riding with the Raiders on this one. I think, man, it's just a fresher breath of air because they actually believe in Pierce. Is I've been there. I've done that. Let's run through the wall together. Like we got this.
Right.
And they're not going to be scared of the Colts. Mishu, Mishaw, Michu, Michishi, Michu. They don't care about that. They gonna go there and try to whoop they. You know what? So I'm going with the Raiders too. I hope Jacobs play. Jacobs didn't even play last game. that kind of stuff. So I'm with you. This one right here, the Panthers at the Jaguars. This is a must win for the Jaguars. They are fighting tooth and nail with the Colts. And if you can't beat the Panthers at home, something's wrong. What you got?
I mean, with Carolina, man, damn, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
What
like
can you
come on.
say? You know what I mean? There's really nothing to say here.
You good?
Panthers
Who you get?
0
Well,
8
wait,
on
wait,
the run.
check it out. When you ain't got nothing to say, you just pick the team. That's the whole thing. You just pick like you have the right to just to pick the team. Like, dude, I'm not even talking about this.
Right. We just gonna roll with the Jags on this.
Okay. I got you. I'm gonna go with the Jags on this too. I know that Young had a good game. You know what I'm saying? Last game, but they lost and stuff like that. But yeah, it's only so much you can say and do with that, without a doubt. Titans versus Texans. Texans and Mr. CJ Stroud is coming back. 4.5 point favorite in this game. Woo! This game is probably gonna be close because they kind of mirror each other. What you got?
Uh, we're gonna roll with the Texans on this one, man. CJ Stroud, he's back, and I
You
don't
don't
trust
think
Will
you
Levis
don't
all that
you don't,
much.
you don't hell they had Tannehill might play this one. I don't know. Tannehill started last game.
Yeah, he started last game, but they saying that he's looking to start this week. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see.
Yeah, see, I'm with you.
And today, as a matter of fact, that he'll start after
Uh,
concussion protocol. So
uh,
Stroud says he's feeling good, so we'll see.
so you telling me that Levis is starting?
Yes, it looks like Levis will start.
Lord. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. So you got Go ahead. Finish
Yeah,
what you
Will
got to
Levis
do.
was taken in the second round, expected to be back after missing last week's game with an ankle injury. So yeah, he used to play.
All right, I got Texans too. I'm not going to play games. No, because Tannehill, you know what I'm saying? I mean, even though I don't think Tannehill's good, but
Mm-hmm.
he still is better right now. I think Levis with some time, he got a big arm. He can be better than the best wide receiver quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
You know, period. As far as Tannehill, no, I got you. I'm with you. Yeah, man. We ain't gonna talk about that game either no more. That's a wrap. That's a wrap.
Mm-hmm.
The Rams, 5.5 point favorite over the G-Man. The G-Man has decided that Mr. DeVito, Danny DeVito's son, it's not, y'all. It's not. It's done. He's done. Look. Twan. You know what he is? Done.
And
He's done. After all that endorsement, him and his agent and everybody got so caught up. Hey man, we got the chicken cutlets, and we gonna trademark. Dude, first of all, you're not gonna start over Daniel Jones. That's number one. Tyrod Taylor is better than you. Like, dude, you're not that good. And reality check, man. What you got for me?
um, Rams been playing some hell of a football since Stafford came back. And that's without Cooper Cup. I mean, Cooper Cup's been playing, but it's not like he's tearing it up out there on the field.
Who's
They
turning
got
it
the
up?
running
Say his
stuff
name.
together.
Say his name.
Puka,
Puka.
Nakua, that freshman, that rookie, you know what I mean?
Right.
He came out there and took over the man's job, man. I wonder how somebody feels like, you come off a record season like that. You know what I'm saying? The next year you don't really get the ball. How does that work?
But what did they tell you though? What does that tell? What did that tell
Nothing else
Twan?
has changed.
Huh?
Huh?
What's that? What'd you say?
I don't know. Maybe it's a relationship thing, with him and Matt Stafford.
But hold on. It also should tell you this, cause McVay is a system. He can
Yeah.
plug in
Even
receiver.
play.
Look, Woods, he ain't kidding me, but Woods ain't been the same since he got hurt and since he left the Rams. He made
Mhm.
him like a Pro Bowler. So dude's system is thunder. He plug and play. That's what he does.
Yeah, man.
Cause dude,
Um,
go ahead.
let me see. 1,578 yards and 15 touchdowns and just 2 interceptions. None in the past 4 games. Puka Nakua is within striking distance of the NFL rookie records for receptions and yards receiving in a season.
Killing.
Cooper Kupp has rebounded from a quiet stretch with 22 catches for 278 yards and 2 TDs in the past 3 games.
Killing it.
Yeah.
He's killing
So,
it,
yeah,
bro.
I'm going to go with the Rams with that one. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty easy with that.
You right about that. I'm going with the Rams also. Um, the thing about it is McVay, like for real, McVay is God sent. Like, dude, it's a lot of people. There's a lot of good geniuses as far as offensive mind. Dude may be the best. He's doing this with totally different like people. Yes,
Yeah.
Matt Stafford was a dog. It's not meaning as in he was the dude. Detroit, he broke so many records in Detroit, but he was at Detroit. Dude came and won a Super Bowl with the
Mm-hmm.
Rams. He's been injured. Their receiver core has been injured. Kyra Williams is balling from Notre Dame. He's
Yeah.
a hell of a running
Yeah.
back. Excuse me. He was a hell of a running back at Notre Dame. And he's
Mhm.
rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
Rocking and rolling. And whatever you want to say his name, Nakua, I love him. He's rocking and rolling. You got Cup, who 1A, 1B, whatever you want to say. You got you got so many different things, but that system. When we say, see, that's the difference. That's a system. Not saying that he's not good players, because you got to make some plays. We respect the plays, but I would say this, man, McVay. It don't make a difference who's in his offense, and he's showing you guys. He's showing you, dude. So
Yeah.
that's why they one of the hottest teams in the league.
Yeah.
Let's be real. They one of the hottest teams in the league. They're 8-7. They start off garbage, and I'm gonna tell you, they get in the playoffs. You're gonna have your hands filled with them. That's gonna be problem. What's up, Cuzzo? Ryan, Cuz, God bless you too, Cuzzo. Yeah, man. I mean, and that's just keeping it real. That's a scary. So we got the Rams. All right. Cardinals at the Eagles. You ain't have to spend a lot of time on this. I ain't not gonna do this. This is Gannon,
Yeah.
former University of Louisville player who was with the Eagles as a defensive coordinator last year. Gannon goes back to the Eagles. Let's see if old boy gives him a little mercy. Yeah, he probably can't give him mercy because it's NFL and you're trying to win. You're trying to win a division. What you think? Who you got? Pretty much.
But yeah, I'm just gonna roll with the Eagles, man. The Eagles is, who they are. Even though
Right.
they've been struggling, they should still be 11 points better than the Cardinals.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, the Cardinals are the running game.
I'm gonna go with the Eagles, but this is another thing on the East Coast. If the weather's sloppy, and you ain't gonna be able to catch your boy running the ball. You know what I'm saying? Kyler can move it. He can scoot. But we'll see. Gannon knows where all the bodies are buried, so he knows what he likes to run and all this kind of stuff. So we'll see. But I'm with you, though. I'm going with the Eagles. How much I want the Eagles to lose, I'm going with the Eagles. Saints at the Bucks. Baker Mayfield is like, man, y'all quit playing with me, man. They already talking about a contract extension. Baker has been balling. And I know that as much as I get on Baker, you have always came to his rescue. I will say that. And you know that. So what's going on? 2.5-point favorite.
Like I said, you can't hate on Baker, man. I mean, he's doing what he's supposed to be doing right now, Not saying that Carr isn't, I mean, they
Oh, he isn't. I'm gonna say it. They want no for real, cause they want him out.
Hmm.
They like for real, for real.
Yeah.
So he has a personality disorder. People don't
Has to
like
be.
him, dude. Cause I mean,
Right.
dude's been doing things, but they don't like him. Like they do not like him. So it's about him as a person. But go ahead.
Yeah. Um, Shoot, I don't know. I'm gonna go with the Bucks with this one, man.
I'm gonna ride with the Bucks with this one too. Bucks is rocking and rolling. They need this more, of course. And you can say, well, yeah, the Saints do too. I ain't gonna lie, but it's at the Bucks. Yaya
Yeah.
Diabli from Louisville is rocking and rolling as a rookie. Um, uh, Baker's hot right now.
Yeah.
You
Four,
got
four
you got.
straight,
Go ahead.
4 straight, 6 of 7.
You have to go ahead and when somebody's balling, you got to respect that. I don't care if you don't like or disagree with what's going on, but dude's doing some nice things. So I'm gonna ride with the hot hand. I'm going with the Bucks also, man. I mean, he's hot, man. He's hot. 49ers. 12.5 point favorite Commanders. You know, the funny thing with this, if this Commander had most of the defensive players they used to, this would be a close game. Because you best believe 49ers is banged up from playing the Ravens. I don't care who you are. When you play top competition, you banged up. I don't care. Twan, he's gonna play, but Twan's banged up. But the Commanders just gave up everybody. They them bench Hal, which I like Jacoby Brissett anyway. I liked him. Like the coach should never got rid of him. Dude is solid. You know what I'm saying? He should be starting over Minshew. What you got on this, man?
I think San Francisco just got something to prove, coming off that loss last week. I think they want to redeem themselves, especially
You better.
yeah, especially Purdy, throwing what was it, four interceptions last week? Was it?
Hold on, wait a minute. Let's ask a friend of ours. What's going on, fellas? Don D.
Yeah, man. What happened?
He had he said what happened? He had 4 interceptions, man. I mean, he did. Dude, when you playing a real defense, like Purdy, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm sorry to cut you. Purdy faced San Francisco D. Basically, you know what I'm saying? Like in practice, I know that this blows his doors off. You went against another team that was just as physical, just as many explosive athletes. And that's what you saw. The Commanders ain't gonna do that. Go ahead.
No, which what I was saying, I just think they, have something to prove coming back off that loss last week. I think they want to go in and dominate. So I believe that they'll get that 12-9.
That's a lot of points on the road, ain't it, cuz?
Yeah, but this is Washington.
That's true. No, I like you. I like it. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm going with 40. I gotta tease the 49er fans. I'm going with the 49ers too.
Yeah.
But
and we talked earlier about it. Go ahead.
What I'm saying is that I don't think it's going to start off as a blowout. I think it's going to be Jacoby Brissett is a legit passer in the league. Like, if you got any dinks, if you got any people who are ailing because you had to make a tackle last week and you got embarrassed last week, your feelings got hurt. Like, I've never seen Fred Warner get embarrassed. I saw him get embarrassed last week when he tried to tackle Lamar Jackson. Dude whiffed. Because that lets you know how important, how special Lamar Jackson. We have talked about Fred Warner just looking like an average person on a dude. Never. Dude whiffed so bad, dude. I thought he was ready to go bowling. Had the perfect bowling form. So no one's embarrassing them like that. They have lost. And I'm with you. I think the 49ers are going to bounce back. I think they're going to smack somebody in their mouth, and it's going to be the Commanders. But I think that it's going to be first half should be close. And I think 49ers will wear them out and blow the doors. That may be 30 to 10. But the 10 is being disrespectful because Washington do have some receivers. McLaurin is just nice, you know what I'm saying, that stuff like that. But I'm going with you though. I'm going with the 49ers, bro. Don D, Don D, what you talking about?
Uh,
Don
Purdy
D,
still leads the NFL with a 112 passer rating, 9.7 yards per attempt too. That's despite last week.
I don't want to hear all that shit. That's a wrap, bro. They done. They done. No, we done. We're done with that. 49ers are
And
going to
then
win.
Sam Howell
He's
was one of the
benched.
most quarterbacks up until this point. You know what I mean?
Dude
So
he had a lot
are
of
they going to
passing
protect
yards.
Jacoby? Yeah, he did have a lot of passing
Yeah.
yards, but you know what I'm saying? But he was getting knocked down too.
And you know what's so funny? Hal can move better laterally than Brissett. So, sitting duck, sitting duck, sitting duck.
Yeah,
Oh Lord, this is for uh the co-host of the Mark and Will Show, Steelers at Seahawks. Seahawks 3.5 point favorite. Seahawks and the Steelers 8-7. Both teams needs this. What you got, man? Before I go ahead and explode on this shit.
Gino. That's all I need to say. Gino, you know what I'm saying? He's playing good football, whatever. Steelers, they still kind of iffy back and forth. We don't know what's really going on in Pittsburgh. The unsurety of that, I'm gonna give it to the Seahawks.
This right here, bro, is this is gonna put um. It's not gonna be the stake into the vampire's heart
Uh-huh.
because Tomlin's gonna probably win next week and be 9-7 or 9-8 or whatever it is, 9-8. Seahawks is I don't know, man. Up in Seattle is different. Up here trying to do Russell no Mason what's the dude's name, Mason Rudolph and all this stuff. That's not gonna survive. It's not gonna survive on this one. I think half man, half robot. Metcalf is gonna eat. Lockett, the rookie Smith Jabia, but I know I'm messing his name up, is gonna eat. I think the Seahawks is gonna go ahead and have a field day because we're gonna see Mason Rudolph take it on the head, and then what it's gonna look like 8-8. Let me look up real quick. Who you got? First of all, who you got?
I'm gonna go with the Seahawks.
I'm going with the Seahawks too. Oh,
We got Pete Carroll, 13th all time in coaching wins, regular season and the playoffs. Right behind him is Tomlin. So Carroll has 180, Tomlin 179.
this is a must win for Tomlin. Tomlin to keep his streak alive.
Mm-hmm.
Guess who they play next week?
What was it?
At the Ravens.
Mm.
And you know the Ravens is going for the number 1 seed. So you have to win this because your playoffs. It's the playoffs. Playoffs. It's the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they beat the Ravens at Pittsburgh. Come on, bro. Yeah, you got to win this one, but I don't think you're going to win this. I'm going with the Seahawks too. Bengals, the shell of the. First of all, Browning, I was all on you last week. I was bragging about you last week.
Maybe
I was bragging on you last week.
Stop it.
And I have stopped it. Bengals at the Chiefs. Chiefs, 7-point favorite. What you got, Twan?
Like you said, Bengals, kind of melted down last week. KC, they just been kind of floating throughout the season. They hit some choppy whatever, but they still amongst the top teams in their division. Um, I'm gonna give this one to the Chiefs. Just based on I think they need it a little bit more.
You know what? Oh, I know everything is not perfect, so I'm going with the Chiefs too. Chiefs do need a little bit more, like you said. They fighting for their lives, and the Bengals need it. Don't get me wrong, the Bengals need it, but the Chiefs is fighting for their lives. They are trying not to get that fourth seed. You know what I'm saying? Because Chiefs said on the road is totally different. But I think they're gonna be on the road. Period. Uh, the who don't give a shit game. Chargers at the Broncos, 3.5 point favorite is the Broncos. The crazy thing is, this line had to be when they thought Russell Wilson was starting.
Right.
Go ahead.
First off, speaking of Russell Wilson, what about the news that they're going to bench him for the rest of the season? Does that have anything to do with him and Sean Payton's relationship, or is that just a cash move?
Cash move.
Yeah. Anyway, it
Ca-
looks ugly. You know what I mean?
Cash. No, real quick. We can get into real quick. It's a cash move. They don't. That's not his quarterback. He don't like him. He disrespect him. You never seen the outburst that he did with Russell with Drew. And you can say, well, he ain't Drew. Well, in Seattle, he was Drew.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He got the same amount of championships that Drew has.
Mm-hmm.
So don't go there. Do not go
And
there.
did it with your coach. You know what I mean? He did it with somebody else.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's my thing. Like, it's a cash move and that's a punk move, but that's okay. He'll go. He'll be able to get. There's plenty of teams out there that we know that need somebody. But go ahead.
Broncos 7-8 still have a slim 8% playoff chance at the playoffs.
What you say?
The Broncos still have a slim playoff chance at 8%.
Stop it.
8%. Now that's gonna be on Stidham. They benched Russell. Let me see what else we got here.
Dun.
We also have backup quarterback on the other side, an Easton Stick.
A mess.
See,
yeah. This is a mess. Like Bird
Chargers
is
have been
game.
eliminated from playoff contention. Let me see. Stick and Stidham have combined 4 NFL starts. They're both winless as starters too. So one of them's going to get their first win this weekend. Stick has started the past 2 weeks, threw for 215 and a touchdown on a run, and lost to Buffalo. Stidham started the final 2 games for the last season for the Raiders. After they benched Carr, he threw for 584 yards in those 2 starts, along with 4 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. So I don't know. Stidham sounds nice. It was just 2 games. I don't know. You know what I mean? It sounded like he just come in. We'll see if
I don't know. Stidham sound nice. Oh hell no.
Nice all of a sudden. I don't know, but shoot, I'm gonna go with the Broncos with it.
Okay.
The Chargers just can't do anything.
You know what? If I had to be the only guy to stand up for Russell, I am. I am going with the Chargers. I'm going with the Chargers because karma is a mother. Like give that dude the respect. Like if you don't want to pay him, I get it. I understand. But this goes beyond this plan, this going to him and saying I need you to take a pay cut, right? Like you wouldn't do like would you have done Aaron Rodgers like that? Not saying he's Aaron Rodgers, but they do have the same amount of championships, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that he's Patty Mahomes, Patty Ice. He got 2. I get it. Due to the championship quarterback, bro. and you shitted on him. You truly shitted on him, and now if I'm a quarterback, if I'm a quarterback, bro, like a free agent that is good, I'm not coming. I'm not going where you are. I'm not because it's a fraternity, dude. Like they talk to each other. These quarterbacks. Okay, we give Twan two. Yeah, but you better best believe once Twan mess up, we don't give a shit. If your shit ain't guaranteed, it's a wrap. Like, and I understand that Russell may be an ass. I get it. I understand. But you ain't treating everybody like that. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the Chargers, man. I'm gonna go with the Chargers. I think two of these quarterbacks ain't gonna do shit anyway. I think it's gonna be probably a field goal thing. I think the Broncos may win by 3. That kind of stuff. But I mean, this the total disrespect to me. That's what gets me, man. That's crazy. Yo, boys, Packers at the Vikings. This is a must-win for both teams. What's going on, man? Tell me something about it, and tell me about your views on the game and all this kind of stuff. Because this is your boys.
These are my boys. Jordan Love, I mean, he's up and he's down. I mean, the teams, the running game. We've had a lot of injuries this season.
Uh-huh.
We started off the season slow, not being able to score in the first half of games. We kind of picked it up towards the end of the season, but we still had a couple stumbles. You know what I mean? So, Minnesota going without the quarterback, without Justin Jefferson for so long, they struggled a little bit too, but they've kind of come back on track. They had standing quarterbacks that, came in, did well, and then didn't do well and got benched. You know what I mean? So I don't know with this one. And I'm being that it's at the Vikings, you know what I mean? I think that's the reason why they gave them at 1 point, you know what I mean? But I'm going to go with the Packers on this one.
I think it's this right here has the Packers all over it. I mean, I don't know if you've seen the news, but Darren Hall, who's a rookie from BYU, is getting the start for the Vikings. I mean, come on, stop playing. I just don't get it no more. We always hear about in the NBA tanking. It's a lot of tanking going on in the NFL too, and they gonna say the money constraints and stuff like that. But it is what it is. Let's call it what it is, and that's what it is. Like this like, come on, man. I mean, let these guys play. Let's see what's going on. Dobbs, I mean, is he even on the active squad? Like, dude went from a national treasure to you third string.
All in one season.
All in one season. You won one of the biggest games this year with Cardinals when you beat the Dallas Cowboys. Then you won some games, came back and won it. And I understand he's not the perfect. We know he's not the perfect quarterback, but they just like this. But did he have a bonus, dude? I mean, like, what was like for real? Like, we got to be honest with that because a lot of the stuff is being played out like that.
And
Damn.
it's weird. Yeah, nowadays you don't know. You know what I'm saying? A guy just disappears from the bench. He's like, "Oh, well, what happened? Is he hurt? Is it? You know what I mean? What's going on?" And then they doing these little tricky money moves, but they not realizing messing with somebody's career, right? People on the outside looking at it like, "Oh, well, he was a terrible quarterback, or he couldn't do this, or he couldn't do that." You know what I mean?
They try to bash him.
Yeah, and it may not even all have been your fault. Your offensive line wasn't protecting you. Your receivers couldn't get open. You know what I'm saying? They expect you to throw in the covered receivers or whatever the hell it may be. You know what I'm saying? But you know who you are as a quarterback,
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know, man.
This sucks. I'm going with the Packers also with this one, like I said. So, it is what it is, but, things is different. But when it comes to money, man, that's why everybody tries to get that guarantee. because dude will cut you in a heartbeat, man. Your favorite quarterback, player, or whatever, and you bought that jersey for,
Mm-hmm.
dude gonna be on another team. Dude gonna be on another team.
Yeah.
I mean, it is how it is, and that's what it goes. But thank you guys for joining us tonight. Wish you guys a happy New Year. Hope you had a great Christmas, great holiday, all that kind of stuff. Twan, what you got for the people?
Happy New Year's, people. You know what I'm saying? Love y'all. See y'all in the streets.
Hey, Dre, put it down, man. Put it down. Because you know Fields ain't better than Dak right now. Stop it, shit. Crazy ass, silly.
It's 8 p.m. Crease. Let's get it. Mark and Will, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah.
It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.